Never miss another live stream again. Hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and click see all notifications. What's the motherfucking deal, Sauce Nation? It's your boy at Honcho, aka your Houston homeboy, your Houston homer. This is Sauce Sports. If you're not familiar with Sauce Sports is a Houston, Texas homer channel. So that means we're talking about all sports, but only Houston. As you can see today, we're in front of the Toyota Center. So that means we're talking about them red hot Rockets right now. Guys on a 14-game win streak, still undefeated with Chris Paul in the lineup, going for game 15 tonight against the Lakers, the Los Angeles Lakers, and Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, and the gang. So today we're going to get into the 3 points to ponder when watching this game. You know, 3 things that you should really focus on while watching this game that will be very interesting, and 3 things that I have thoughts on. So with that being said, man, 3 points to ponder. Let's just get in it to win it. All right, so the first point to ponder is Trevor Ariza. Always Ariza. Why I say always Ariza is because Ariza is always consistent. He's always giving you everything he has. Takes on the best defender, the best player every night, usually. Be taking on Brandon Ingram most likely. That should be an interesting matchup. They have similar stats. Ingram with a little bit better averages because they were allowing him a bit more than Ariza is, because like I said, Ariza is primarily your guy who takes on the best defender. So he's not always, the guy you're looking for to score, get a lot of points, but he manages to stay consistent night in, night out, make good plays. A lot of times he does things that don't show up on the stat sheet. That's why I always tell y'all I'm not a big stat guy. I don't really give a fuck about stats because they don't tell the true story, just a bunch of fucking numbers in a box, but it is what it is. So it'll be very interesting to see him versus Brandon Ingram tonight, to see how well he does. Ingram's been playing a little bit better as of late. And so I have some of the other young Lakers, like I say, been held Golden State to a pretty good game, made them earn it, and, can definitely pose a challenge. So not to sleep on these guys, Ariza being one of your better defenders is going to have, I wouldn't say his hands full, but he's definitely going to have a nice little challenge on his hands this evening, and to see what he's able to do and see how he's able to perform. So the second point to ponder, as we're talking about these Rockets versus Lakers this evening, is the Capella connection. He's formulated some chemistry with Chris Paul relatively quickly. And, him and James have had a nice little connection. Chris Paul has basically replaced Capella, replaced DeAndre Jordan with Capella, and just been, serving him up real nice. Capella's been doing very well. Last game had, 24 points, 20 rebounds. I want to say 3 assists, went 4 for 5 from the free throw line. That's definitely what we like to see, those flashes of potential. I'm not saying that he's going to average that every night. Definitely had an easy route with Gobert not playing last game. Might be a similar situation this evening with the center being out for the Lakers, and Bogut going to be playing. So Bogut is averaging like a point this season, hasn't been getting a whole lot of shine. Not a guy that you're relying heavily on to score, but defensively, he may be a factor. Capella shouldn't have his work cut out for him too much on the defensive end, so I expect him to see some points to score and have plenty of energy, to work that pick and roll and do some other things this evening. So I expect Capella to have a good game this evening, no matter who's passing the ball. Anybody can give it to him. He's been playing excellent. He's definitely stepped his game up this year. I've always liked Capella. I always thought that he would be a good asset for these Rockets, when he first started, but I did not think that he would explode in the manner that he's been exploding most of this year, and he's been doing very well. And like I said, I want to see continued growth. He's averaging a double-double at 14 and 11. And like I say, just a good young guy, definitely getting better, but you can see he's still struggling with some of the better centers. Didn't have the greatest game against Dwight, some of these other guys, And like I said, once he can kind of start bodying some of the bigger guys and really hang with them, expect to see a lot more from Clint Capella. So before we get all the way into the third of the 3 points to ponder going into this Houston Rockets versus Lakers game tonight, I want to remind y'all that if you're not familiar with Sauce Sports, man, it's all about y'all. It's all about the fresh ingredients. So my thing is, of course, you can sit here and listen to me talk all day and all that other shit sounds good, but it's really about you guys. You guys are the ingredients that make the flavor fresh. So if you're not a fresh ingredient, hit that subscribe button, hit the like if you like what's going on, and hit that comment section below. Let me know how you feel, because like I say, it's your comments, it's your thoughts, it's your opinions on, these things that, like I say, it really keeps the flavor as fabulous. So make sure that, like I say, you become a part of it. If you're not a fresh ingredient, make sure you subscribe, hit the comment section. If you're already a fresh ingredient, you already know what to do. You already saw Stacey, you already familiar, you already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? You drop your flavor in the comments. I'm always expecting to see that. Some of y'all, I'm expecting comments. Y'all don't get no leeway, no pass. But the third of the 3 points to ponder is Paul versus Ball. And I went with third because Chris Paul is number 3, yes. The point guard has been playing exceptionally as of late. Distributing, Him and the connection that him and Ryan Anderson have is amazing. And like I say, just making plays, coming through clutch late in games, just doing the things. He's the guy that we've been missing, you know, when James kind of goes dead or when he gives a little bit much or he just kind of has his low spells, and his low spells are still good games. Chris Paul has been significant in those situations. He's definitely contributed, been the guy that we've wanted, you know, since the trade was executed, even though, like I say, originally, and I can admit when I was wrong, I was not high on the Chris Paul trade. But definitely, like I say, definitely the player that we wanted and need, and I think it will continue to be an asset. I don't expect Lonzo to have that great of a game. He's been playing well as of late, starting to find his stroke a little bit. Average is a little bit low. I think it's like a 9 points a game, like 7 rebounds, 6 assists, something like that, something in that department. Paul averaging double digit, 18, I think 9 assists a game and 6 rebounds, something like that. But like I say, it should be an interesting matchup. You know, the current one of the greatest to ever play the game at the position and one of the most hyped players at the position. And I'm not saying that he's bad. I'm not saying that he's good. We still have to wait and see. But definitely a lot of hype around this guy, and you want to see what he's going to do compared to one of the greatest to ever play. And so with that being said, so those are the 3 points to ponder going into a nice game against the Lakers. You know, thinking about all these things, there are several other factors to consider. I think it's going to end up closer than we would like, but I still think the Rockets win a little bit handily. They've just been working people over. Even when they get down early, they find a way to win. I don't think it's going to be a similar situation. I don't know. The Lakers are feeling really good. They've played some close games. They've had the Cavs and the Warriors recently. Now playing the Rockets, taking on some of the toughest teams in the league, which is very interesting to see how they're performing as a young team. Like I say, not really getting the victories, but playing well, making people compete. So honestly, I think this one's going to end something like 117 to 105 in the Rockets' favor. I just believe that the Rockets right now just have too much firepower. And the only real competition I think we're going to see here when we play against the big boys. And, you know, we're waiting on that. We should have some of that coming up soon on the first. Like I said, we're going to take on the Warriors. Not sure. I don't count OKC as the big boys on Christmas Day. They're a joke. So it's like I say, a few things to consider with that going in. But like I say, man, y'all are fresh motherfucking ingredients. So let me know in the comment section below, what do you think your prediction is going to be? Make sure y'all tune into the stream tonight. We'll be streaming at 7 p.m. Central Time tonight. After the stream, there'll definitely be a Cush Den. If you're not familiar with the Cush Den, get familiar, go to look in the description below. You should have a link to the Cush Den channel. Or just like I say, tune into the stream and find out what it's all about. But with that being said, man, y'all already know, first and foremost, man, it's Christmas time. You're looking for a Christmas gift. You need to find something fly to give your loved ones. You know what I'm saying? Give them some extra sauce. Give them some extra flavor, man. Hey, hit them with that Stay Saucy shirt. Go to StaySaucy.com. Make sure you check out some of that Stay Saucy merch. We got the short sleeve, long sleeve, got the mugs, and got the hoodies in a variety of colors. Have the blue, red, orange, I think it's purple, a bunch of different colors. Go check it out. Like I said, there's definitely a variety. That's not the only color shirt. That's just the one I always show the most. But with that being said, man, I appreciate the time that you've taken to fuck with your boy. Like I said, hit that comment section below because I look forward to hearing what your opinions are, what your thoughts are. And, you know, what do you think the Rockets are? You think do you really believe that they're the real deal this year? What do you think is going to be the final score against the Lakers? Anyway, I'm your boy at Honcho, man, Sauce Nation. Y'all be cool like y'all be cool. And most of all, with that being said, y'all stay saucy. I'm out.